All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Mushoku Tensei, Season 1, Episode 10. We are in a whole new land with a party.
We are 3 now.
Yes.
Now Ruijerd is a unique companion here. He's very, very different. He has a deep, rich backstory that he worked with the DM to collaborate so that once he came into the party, everything in the world was laid out for that.
That's right.
Properly here. He is a leader of the Spurred Warriors.
Right.
Of the once proud Spurred Warriors. And he's trying to help them regain their honor.
Exactly. His entire people. By himself. Okay. But he's not by himself anymore.
Right.
And that's going to be very, very helpful.
Right. And in some ways, showcasing the difference in the reactions between Eris and Rudius is a really good way to have us then understand why this is such a big deal.
Yep, and to
then
the
why
extent
he would
that it
also
goes.
right, then why he would also find Rudy or Rudius so fascinating in terms of following him.
Right.
So, okay, but we're strangers in a strange land. We've met some very special in-laws. Not yet, but
yet.
Possibly. You know.
Can I call you Papa? No.
No.
Yeah. And don't tell them about the Holy Relic. Rudy.
Exactly.
I feel like
don't do that.
I feel like that might have.
They have years to hunt you down.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
And you have actually a really good standing with Roxy right now. So
yeah, and that actually we got some extra explanation as for why Roxy had the sort of personality that she did. Apparently, she's 44.
Yeah,
there you go.
It kind of makes sense, you know, trope wise, but also the idea that she's demon, so
right,
like that
exactly.
kind of plays a part into it as well. Not human. So okay, let's making our way back to the other continent and see if we can get there safely.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully we're not on one of the apparently 6 sides of this world.
Well, no,
we got a lot of lore dropped.
So that I feel like is a dimension thing.
Okay,
and it's more of like a plane.
Sure,
they're always on this plane right now. This is just another continent.
Let's hope so.
That's my guess.
Because that would be a crazy twist if they just get to a point where it's like, all right, and now we need to cross this 90-degree angle thing or whatever.
Right.
You
thought this was a flat planet? No, it is not that. It is a cubed
It's a
planet.
6-sided die.
It's a 6-sided dice that the gods are rolling for fun.
Oops, that side got crushed. Okay, well,
yeah,
anyways.
and they've got a whole bunch of dice in their bags, if you know what I'm saying.
That'd be terrifying.
That would actually be kind of incredibly funny as like a inspiration for a god's universe and worlds that they kind of have under their domain.
Yeah.
Everyone brings their dice bag and kind of and they're like, so I'll gamble these dice, and what are you bringing to the table?
We did
I only have a couple dice here, but they're 20-sided,
We did get an actual conversation with a god in the previous episode, and that was pretty telling.
That was pretty telling.
And it wasn't because Rudy was dead, so that was just a thing that the god wanted to do. All right.
A god that wasn't even involved in the reincarnation process.
Nope. Apparently, that was a different god.
And gods are not even necessarily omnipotent beings, but actually more aptly put, they are fully ascended beings because of the Laplace lore that we got as well.
Yep.
So this world has opened up in a really crazy cool way, and we're still little adventurers.
That's right.
And that means there's so much more to go.
Oh, yeah.
So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, God. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Oh!
That was beautiful.
That was amazing.
Tsundere strength.
Ringing in her ears like, violence, violence. I got this. He's very, respectfully eating.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Pound for pound, this has more protein than meat or fish.
Oh, my gosh. That's kind of amazing. That's so extra. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Those are mountains.
Oh, boy. All right.
Shit. Those look almost like formed by like a dragon or like magically formed. Those are too thin.
Like the earth is broken. Could be kind of hard to have a Spurred get in there. Is she holding him by the hair?
Like she's got her hand on his head. Yeah, yeah. That's me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that coming, yeah. He really can't. She's starting to hit her growth spurt, you know, just a little bit.
Wait.
Can we shrink him with magic?
Or disguise him somehow? Oh, he's gonna dye his hair.
Or
make
paint
it blue.
his skin, too.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice. Pretend to be a Meagard.
Yeah, you're right. They did just the hair. Yeah. I can't believe Rouge has never thought of that, though.
Yeah. Well, he still has the red gem on his forehead, so I wonder what they did for that.
Oh. Yes, show us everything.
Yeah. God, I love the world building in this show.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, and that's a very good explanation for why the outfits have the ears in them.
Uh-huh.
Because some of the creatures here have ears.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, tavern.
Cool.
Classic time.
Took until episode 10 for us to get here.
Oh. Oh my god, yes.
Holy shit. I love this so much.
Don't back down, Rudy. Come on.
Oh shit. They're not going to take it seriously because of the blue hair, right?
Who's going to tell him?
Yeah. That's kind of the perfect cover, though.
Yeah. Triple!
Oh my.
Oh baby. I've seen what was that? Oh my god. Wow. That's brilliant. But hey, this is dispelling maybe a little bit of his reputation already.
If they're laughing at you, they're not scared of you.
Yeah. Lost cat.
Wow.
Yes. His eyes are green, though. They've got a great cover now.
Yeah.
Everything's all
because
set
now,
up.
even if people say that he's dead end, they'll be like, no, you don't get it.
It'll change the story.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just the blue hair might not have been enough, but that too.
Jeez,
oh god,
calm down. Whoa.
Shit.
Eris! Holy shit!
Heal, yeah.
Yeah. What are you called? So remember it. Oh! That was adorable.
But maybe don't do that anymore.
Oh,
wait, again?
Dreams. Okay. Oh, okay. Tip number 2. I think he calls it tip, you know.
Yeah.
To make fun of his previous remark, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Cool. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's sweet.
That's sweet, yeah. They're
Wait.
like, we didn't level survival, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't that a
Well,
useless
and
skill?
aren't we tracking a cat? Why would there be signs of a struggle?
Oh god, the bones.
Okay.
Watch, it's going to be a person that can transform into a cat. And it's not
Sure.
actually going to be just
Yeah.
a cat. Oh, that's a panther!
Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah. Black market, like someone stole exotic animals. Nice.
Cool, there you go. And bop bop. Yeah, we did.
Did? Oh.
Ares just killed him.
No, Ruijerd, I think. Shit.
Yeah. You said the word kid, you know?
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Damn. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant.
They'll take on the higher jobs, the kill quests and stuff. Yeah. That's what I was waiting for them to bring up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
By that logic, you shouldn't be alive either.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hold on, hold on.
Okay.
Nice. 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 Yeah. Yep. Nice stuff.
Uh-huh.
Delegate. I love this kind of just general culture of them just interacting with each other. I love this. I love this so much.
Yep, and I love that the antagonistic figure is a horse-looking demon.
Yeah. Okay, all right. We've entered a city. We've had are joining up with the Adventurers Guild of this local city.
That's right.
We found that there's a lot of adventurers here. They are at multiple levels of things. They're all different animal types.
Yep.
This is really cool. And then we went to go save a lost cat, which ended up revealing how triggered our new party member can get when his backstory is
brought up
and brought up to
and let's be real,
conflict.
right? I can definitely sympathize with getting triggered by seeing someone hurt a kid, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. And in a world like this where things are a lot more brutal and simple in some ways, right? You killed them. Oh, okay. That's an option.
That is an option.
That's an option.
You are powerful enough to make that option.
Yeah. But
you have to live with the consequences now.
Indeed.
The party just lost a lot of respect for you. You're gonna have to earn that back.
And hey, those people that might have otherwise been able to in good conscience be able to say, "Oh yeah, the dead end, they're the best." Now are like,
we're terrified.
Dead end's the best.
Yeah, they're amazing, and we absolutely do not want to see them again. But,
But they're great.
All right. This is a really cool, clever trick to have them also not necessarily be as notorious immediately by quickly getting all these big jobs done.
Yep.
But the idea that, you go get a bee slaying job, then we'll help you complete it, basically.
Right.
So then you can get the credit for it, but we'll basically get the reward.
Right.
Yeah. That's a very clever workaround for them to basically earn money very efficiently and also slowly work their way up as an adventuring party doing the basic job that
that the other people
works
are
for
doing.
their rank. They swap.
Right.
Yeah.
And then because the other team is still getting the reputation for what happened, they can theoretically progress even further in the rankings, and then, our party can get better jobs. Cool.
And it's going to be funny because then people will approach them wanting to join their party because they're like making waves and things, and they're going to be like, you guys don't seem that strong.
You guys are like A rank by now. What happened?
Right.
Yeah. There's you lost your strongest party member. What's going on?
To be fair, what might happen is that they don't progress from here for a while.
Maybe
while Dead End catches up, and then
Sure.
they can stop swapping.
Yeah, that's a good point. But
okay.
I loved this as a way of progression, and I also loved how Rudy got Ruijerd into the city, right?
Yes.
That was
very
wonderful.
Simple.
It was very simple and straightforward, and it is exactly the kind of thing that I buy would work as easily and well as this, because you have someone who just has knowledge of the modern world and the way things work and stuff like that. And in this era, no one really thinks about that kind of thing, And then it's just like, cool, dye his hair, give him a very important,
cultural
item from the Meagard tribe, and you're
set.
You're golden. And then on top of that, just to make sure we're safe, we will proudly proclaim that you are Dead End.
Yeah. Which then dispels a lot or provides an anti-rumor to the reputation of Dead End and makes this whole thing of like, wait, is Dead End actually just a dumbass group of adventurers?
Right. Well, or even if they think like, oh yeah, there is a real Dead End out there, or whatever, it's the no, we're so used to laughing at these people. If someone were to say, no, you need to actually take them seriously, they'd be like, I think you're mistaken.
Yeah, you're huffing the whole thing of you mistook them with the actual Dead End, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's your problem.
That's what they're trying to do. That's their game. Don't let it happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll get roped into their whole deception. It's just a marketing scheme.
It's the kind of genius 5-head gamer strat that Rudy would come up with.
Exactly.
But then working it out here in this fantasy world is just that's hilarious.
And it also provides another element of comedy, because in order to truly sell it, he also needs to act up the persona and personality of the kind of person who would be in a group like that.
Right.
So he spikes up his hair. He gets the
shoulder
studs. Exactly. Right.
Puts the
eye patch on. Yeah. And starts like picking fights with all the people in there. Of course.
My big bro here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a spurred warrior.
He's the Dedo Endo.
Yeah. And they're like, I kind of love how they're like
they're for that
like,
for that
3 second
brief instant, they're like, okay, nah. And it's just
He's
like
pulling one over on you, dude.
yeah, and surprise, they aren't expecting a double blind, right?
Yes.
Just plan around their plan. Cool.
All right, but I also love the classic D&D setup of go find the lost cat, which turns into a kidnapping ring of adventurers that easily find the pets that they kidnapped to then get easy money rewards for their jobs, but they are also very safe doing it.
Exactly.
Because the actual job itself is not, like, really one that people would get that violent about.
Right.
Except literally in this one case where Ruijerd, with his third eye, finds the cat, which happens to be a big-ass panther, which I loved. I loved that classic twist.
Oh, yeah.
Find our kitty! And I'm like, yes, here, Flopsy. Yes, where's Flopsy?
Right. And that's also a great explanation for why it's something that would be listed for adventurers at all, right? Because when we say things like, or when we hear things like find their lost cat, right? It's like,
it sounds like a fetch quest in a bad RPG.
Right. Like, anybody that's not an adventurer could do that. Why would you need a ranking? Oh, it's a panther. Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know, it's not a slay quest or anything like that, right? The panther is probably fairly trained to some extent.
Right.
You know?
It's probably not domesticated, but it's it's not wild. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So it's a low-ranking team of adventurers. Yeah, they could do that.
You're probably going to need a slab of some kind of meat to pacify it a little bit.
Right.
And be like, hey, come here.
Glorified animal control. Just being like, okay, get a steak, throw it in front of it, and
be like, hey, I'm your friend.
Right. Maybe get like a chained collar or something.
Nip,
sure. Something to just sort of get it back to the owner. Cool. Right.
Yeah. But it very much feels like a Witcher side quest that basically has the twist of, oh, actually the people are the monsters here. It's very, very fun that Ruijerd, also being the person in this case, is in the party. He's the monster. He actually just straight up killed probably a teenager here who kicked Rudy, and I liked that because Rudy was kind of menacingly getting up in his face and stuff. And while they didn't actually harm them irreparably, they did attack them. So they were in fight mode. Yeah. And Rudy came too close into melee.
Right.
And got kicked. So, yeah, absolutely.
And to be fair, the kick was enough to send him flying across the room. Right.
What I love about this, though, is that now we have to definitively reinforce the idea that if Rudy is party leader, that means no weapons are drawn, that means no magic is casted, that means no harm is done unless Rudy says, do that thing.
Right.
So, Ruijerd, you've been a lone wolf all this time. You might need to adjust a little bit to the idea of taking orders from a kid, which is obviously a little bit probably... it makes him feel a bit diminutive, like a bit.
Granted, he has already realized that Rudy is a bit different, considering that he had relatively little issues dealing with a spurred, compared to what a regular kid around his age, Eris, for instance,
for sure,
completely flips out, right?
Yeah.
And I also think it's kind of funny that we have this as a situation where the person gets killed immediately when just previously we had Eris kicking the shit out of somebody because they broke her robe, her cloak, right.
There's a cool explanation for that, though, that's really fun to be reminded of constantly. In that in this world they're just constantly speaking the demon language. It's not Japanese.
Nope.
Like, this is really cool. And also she doesn't understand it
exactly.
So when
if they try and
comes up to her and does something a little bit going or what have you, she's going to think,
idea why.
oh, you're going to attack me. Well, then, okay, I'm going to slaughter these wolf dogs in the beginning of the episode. Oh, someone comes up to me with all these weapons and shit, and they look a little scary because I'm, probably a bit racially profiling them as a demon.
Well, sure, and also they might not be taking me seriously because I'm a child, right?
Sure.
So, they messed with me, and they specifically damaged this thing that was the first gift that Rudy ever gave me. So, understandably, she's upset, right? But then she starts that's the kind of thing where her doing it when she's 12 or however old she is right now, it's like, okay, that's a problem, but it can be dealt with.
But if she starts doing that when she's like 15, 16, 17, 18...
that very quickly becomes a much more serious problem.
Yeah.
And while Rudy has healing magic, so he can kind of take care of the immediate consequences of it, smooth things over, that's still something that needs to be talked about. And
it didn't get talked about, really.
It didn't, because we had a bigger situation,
problem.
right? Something where the consequences couldn't be undone, right?
But yes, this is the importance of having a party, is that any good, D&D party will tell you, basically, that everyone learns from each other.
Sure.
So the idea of, I'm coming in with my character,
Yeah.
and my character is firmly planted in who they are, and there's nothing about them that will ever change, no matter what. That's not how people work.
Right.
So,
and also not to go too much into the D&D thing, but that's most of the reasons I think why people hate paladins in the traditional way that they're role played. Not because they have ideals and they're rule sticklers and stuff, but because they don't change, and then that can kind of take away the fun for everyone else in the party.
Who are changing.
Changing. Now, that can be a fantastic starting point for change. I am very interested in this new development with Ruijerd, because it makes sense given everything that happened.
Right.
But then there's still those contradictions of wait, you've done terrible things in the past too.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure you have murdered children at some point.
Yeah, and
right?
it's really cool having Rudius be the one that's kind of focused on this, because he's also one who probably feels a lot of shame and regret regarding his past.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, wait a minute.
I could have been, that
could have been my head. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
I might have been doing more than theoretically kicking a child, right? If circumstances were a bit different.
Yeah, well, we'll
right?
see. We'll see. Yeah. But this is a thing that I really like that Rudy is actually having to deal with here. And sorry, guys, I will focus on calling him Rudius from now on, because this is something I really like that they did in this episode.
Oh yeah.
He is actually reincarnated, and this is something that really needs to be focused on here. He is reincarnated. He is not his old self.
Right.
That is something that's really cool by having these little God conversations in his dreams here, is the idea that when he's in this space, he feels like he's in the body again, which is like, oh, I hate this body.
Yeah. Almost like it feels unnatural.
Well, right, yeah, but I don't think you're getting the point of what I'm coming at here, is that he does not know what that feels like until he goes back into it. It's a thing that he doesn't have as a present daily, life or what have you. So the idea that he is basically holding on to all these memories, all these past experiences or what have you, doesn't mean that he feels actually the same way about all this stuff anymore, because he's got a new body. So much of what we experience on a day-to-day is based on physiological or biological elements, not actually based on thoughts or feelings.
Well,
so the idea is that he's actually going to change by the physical nature of him being fundamentally different.
Right. Our brain is how we think. Our brain is a biological and object, right?
But he doesn't have his old brain.
Right.
He's literally got a new brain.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have his old brain.
All he has is the memories. Like, it's basically it's a soul question. It's how much does the soul, if you will, occupy?
Sure. Yeah.
Probably nothing physically in terms of the way this world's mechanics work. But
Taking a kind of direct example of this, puberty is a situation where you have basically a bunch of hormones that are going around, and they affect your mood and your thought processes and things like that, right?
You become a fully new person,
right?
Rather quickly,
and that's even though you're the same person, right?
Yes.
You've got a bunch of basically chemicals going around in your brain,
hacking you, basically.
Yeah. So and so that's something to be understood and all that stuff. But point is that that's something where that is a physical thing that that will have an effect on Rudy regardless of any previous memories of his past life or whatever.
Right. And this is cool to have, because when he got kicked, this was the first time in a while probably, that he had been hurt this much while in this physical body.
Sure.
So he was like, ooh, okay, I'm fine. But also, damn, that actually hurt. Like the idea of, oh, I've got, softer bones or what have you, so I'm, because I'm a kid or what have you. But also, I lost the wind out of me. Okay.
Yeah, I see adults and I'm like, I'm an adult. I'm not really worried about you. And also, I have magic. Oh, they kick me. Right, that's an adult's kick against the kid's body.
Yeah, that hurt. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's able to, stomach the the internal kind of response that he would probably have a little bit, so he doesn't like cry or he doesn't like, freak out or get scared or what have you. But that's because he's got experiences behind the idea of, oh, I know what it's like to be, bullied or what have you. I know what it's like to have someone stronger than me overpower me on some level. But the idea of the actual response to it, that's a thing that I like that they're doing here, that I hope they go into more, because a lot of the things that makes Rudy complicated and rather interesting as a character is that he's so much older in his mental age, if you will, his memories age, but his actual physical body will contradict a lot of the experiences and stuff like that by the nature of it being his primary experience.
In a similar way to how thematically he's gotten this fresh start, and so he's kind of got this chance to become a new person, right?
Yeah.
Well, he has physically become a new person, so, how much of the old him will even... Not just will he hold on to, but will be able to survive, right? Because it's in a whole different hostile environment, hostile,
Yeah, it's
in
contradictory.
Quotes, right?
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
right.
So eventually when he starts hitting puberty and what have you, that's going to be even more starkly contrasted.
Yep.
So
yeah, all right.
Like
I legitimately wouldn't be surprised if we got to a point where like his previous life felt like a distant dream or something.
Yeah.
Of like,
the mind
like
does that.
Right.
It starts selectively taking memories that aren't useful anymore and throwing them aside. Now,
how much do you remember from when you were a child?
Right, exactly. So we're already basically entering into really new territory with that as a human being that he is. But not only that, the fact that this god being keeps kind of bringing him back into that has got to feel monstrously torturous, because he's like, fuck, why am I here again? Are you doing this again? Like, literally, as we were like, again? He's like, again?
Right. I've been starting to forget this, maybe, and I don't like it when you keep bringing it back up. Right? Because, like, think about it, right? When the, he saw the head roll off, and he in particular was getting scared.
Yeah.
I think that was the kind of thing where until that moment, he had sort of thought like, no, I'm totally safe. Even if there's like, because I don't think I think he would have considered himself to, like, by Ruijerd standards, to also have been an evil person, right? But now he has changed a lot, right? And even if he doesn't think about it very much, probably because he doesn't like to compare himself to how he was before or anything like that, right? He has undergone a transformation, right? To what extent does that go? And to what extent will he be able to continue to integrate into this new world and society as a result of this second chance that he's gotten, right?
Yeah.
It would really suck if that were to be ripped away from him, right?
Yep.
In the same way that it would really suck for Ruijerd if he were to be held accountable to the stuff that happened way back when, to his own super strict code of, ethics and everything that he has now.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
Yeah.
Cool. So, there we go. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. So you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.